Alright, boom. Gabe the Great back. Another video, man. How you guys feeling today, man? I'm feeling good. High energy. High energy today, guys. High energy today, boys. I got a video coming. Man, I love you guys are leaving comments, man. I'm making a video answering a lot of those questions from my last video. My last video talked about, I forgot what I talked about. But somebody was asking me, like, how long have I been in a cult? You know, what cult was I a part of? Why should they trust me now that I'm out of the cult? All very good questions. And I love it. So I'll be making a video on that. But right now, I want to talk about some shit that I love, which is basketball. In another universe, I'm a Division I basketball coach right now. And there's a part of my brain that still believes that dream can happen somehow. I have no idea how, because I have no inroads to college basketball whatsoever. But I love basketball. One of the things is that the NBA has been declining in viewership. And this year, I don't know what the viewership was for the All-Star game. I don't know anything about the All-Star game because I didn't watch the All-Star game this year, because it wasn't a game. It was multiple games. I think they did like this 4-team tournament, and these random, like, whoever, Shaq, Charles Barkley, Candace Parker, and somebody else, I think Kenny or Ernie, I don't even know. Basically, they pick teams, and then they play, 7 full court 5-on-5 teams of 7 or 8 or some like that. I don't even know. I gotta be honest, I don't know, because it's a stupid format. It's just a dumbass format. And everybody is like, why does the NBA keep making these changes? What's the issue? If the players just play harder, we wouldn't have this issue. Listen, the NBA is having the exact same problem every single industry is having in this country, but the NBA is the perfect example of it. Because what's happening in the NBA is that money has become more important than the game. Like, way more important. Like, money was always more important than the game, but it's now to the point where you are giving people stupid amount of money for playing in the NBA. I don't have a problem with motherfuckers becoming millionaires. There is no reason why someone who's 7 foot should be making 40, 50, 60 million dollars a year to put a ball that's 10 feet in the air. That's stupid. That's stupid. But the reason why they're able to do it is because as long as people were watching, you know, revenue went up and everything. But now the problem is you've created this entire generation of players who now chase the bag more than anything else. The only thing that matters is getting to the bag. And it's the ownership's fault. It's not the players' fault. I'm so sick of people blaming players. It is not the players' fault. It is the ownership's fault. Y'all made everything about money. The NBA's problem is everything's about money. So that's why they don't play hard in the games. That's why they don't play hard during the All-Star game. That's why, you know, people will sit out the All-Star game. That's why people will get voted to the All-Star game and then just choose not to play. And I'm not talking about LeBron, nigga. LeBron's 40, nigga. If LeBron don't want to play, shut up. Like, I saw Mike Miller or some former Kendrick Perkins. These niggas are fucking losers. Shut the fuck up, bro. LeBron James is 40 years old. If the nigga wanted to send a text, and he's been in the league since 2003 or 2004. If the nigga sent a text message to Adam Silver 15 minutes before the game's like, bro, I'm not gonna make it. Like, nigga, who gives a fuck? The nigga's been in the league 22 years, dog. Like, come on. Like, the standards that people hold LeBron James to is fucking stupid. So I'm not talking about LeBron James not playing in the first All-Star game in 2 fucking decades. Like, some of the people who are in the NBA weren't even alive the last time LeBron James didn't play in the All-Star game. And niggas up here bitching that he didn't play. That's not the issue. The issue is not that LeBron didn't play. The issue is y'all keep changing the format to protect dollars. That's the fucking problem. It is absurd the amount of money basketball players can make. There's no incentive. There's no incentive. So you combine a league that prioritizes finances above anything else. And you combine that with a culture who's been socially engineered through social media to be idolatrous. Meaning, when people are idolatrous and when people make celebrities and athletes and entertainers their idols, they lose the ability to think rationally. When you are like, when you have that disease of idolatry about something or someone, you lose all sense. Like, you don't make sense. And so now you have these fans who every call's a travel, every call's a carry. Oh, the 90s was better because they could like tackle people. And it's like, you don't make sense, bro. Stop. If you drop Kyrie Irving in the 70s, they're lynching him because they're gonna think that that nigga is a fucking wizard. If you drop Jason Tatum in the 90s, Michael Jordan who? And I'm not joking. And it's not to say that Mike is not as good as, or Jason Tatum is better than Michael Jordan. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if Jason Tatum played in the 90s, Michael Jordan, like the GOAT conversation, the only reason why not the only reason, but a big reason why Michael Jordan got the GOAT conversation and got the GOAT title is because he didn't play in a league as skilled. The players today are objectively more skilled than they've ever been. We are watching some of the most skilled people at the game of basketball to ever play. But the reason why viewership is down, because there's no incentive to watch the fucking game. I'm watching prima donna millionaires play a game that they don't really give a fuck about. They'll tell you that. It's hard to get up for a game on Tuesday. Nigga, you are being paid $500,000 for this game. Why is it hard for you to get up? Right? And here's the other problem with the NBA. If y'all haven't noticed, the hood got priced out of the NBA. Y'all should go watch, there's a clip of Kevin Durant crying, talking about, being a part of the Olympic team. And it's like, that's what the NBA is missing. The NBA is missing like Ant Edwards. The NBA is missing Kevin Durant. The NBA is missing LeBron James. This new generation are all second generation basketball players. Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Klay Thompson. I think Kyrie Irving's dad played professional basketball. Even Kobe Bryant's dad played professional basketball. Like, this generation of basketball players, all the stars are second generation basketball players, which means that they've always lived a life of privilege. The players you're watching play in the NBA right now, they talk about how they don't have that dog in them, but why would you need to have a dog in you if you've had a privileged background your whole life? You got lawyers who will be dogs for you, dog. Your daddy got lawyers who will be dogs. You don't need to be a dog. That's the whole point of amassing wealth, so the kids don't have to be dogs. The problem with the NBA is that there's too much money in the NBA. There's too much money in the NBA. And it's the problem, it's the same problem with every industry. When you make profit the goal, right? When you make profit the main goal, then that's the goal. You're gonna compromise other shit for profit. All right, man. Niggas don't know how to drive. You bitch ass nigga want to get in my fucking blind spot on purpose. Fuck you, nigga. I have a gas pedal. Asswipe. Road Rager Gabe. I don't play road rage with people on the road. It's too dangerous of a sport. I just put myself at a safe distance between them. Sometimes that means I gotta speed up. Sometimes that means I gotta slow down. But I'm not fucking with these bitch ass niggas on the road. Yeah, when you make profit the goal, when profit becomes the main driving factor for everything, you sacrifice the integrity of other parts of the business for the sake of profit. So now you have all these second generation prima donna basketball players. I'm not saying that they don't work hard, and I'm not saying that they're not skilled. I just said that they're skilled. I'm saying these are some of the most skilled basketball players we've ever seen. But that's because they can pay for the training to happen. This is why the girls' game is I need to re-upload that video. I don't even think I need to re-upload it. I think I just need to unprivate it. I called this years ago with the WNBA. I called it back in 2018. I told y'all the WNBA was about to go through a revolution. It was about to go through a fucking revolution. I think I just need to unprivate the video. But yeah, the problem with the NBA is there's too much money in it. It's just that simple. It's too much money. Y'all care too much about profit. That's the problem. Y'all care more about profit than y'all do the game. And I'm talking about everybody. There's no innocent party here. Players, refs, coaches, owners, GMs, president, the whole organ, all of y'all, everybody, the media, only give a fuck about profit. Profit and the media, this is why all the fans are going to podcasts from players. This is why the podcasts from the players are so popular. Because we don't want to listen to you media guys. You media guys are like, you have incredibly bad takes. You have incredibly bad takes. And you don't know what you're talking about. Right? Because everybody's chasing a viral clip. Everybody's chasing sensationalism. Everybody's chasing profit. Like, I may start putting thumbnails on my videos now, but that's just because I got the time. I'm a big proponent of, and I need to save this for another video, but I'm a big proponent of, we are now in the age of social media where if you get on social media, you need to make a decision. Are you going to be a slave to the algorithm, or are you just going to make your content? That's why I don't do videos, because I'm trying to keep myself conscious of not chasing profits. And so when I do start to make thumbnails, I got to make sure that, yes, I want to draw more people because I think my shit's good, but I can't get caught up in the game of chasing the algorithm and chasing profit. Because when you chase profit, you compromise the creativity, you compromise the essence, and you compromise the integrity of whatever it is you're trying to do. And that's what's happening with the NBA. It is, bro, back in 2020, I had League Pass. I think my DVR at the house still records every Hawks game. But I never watch it. The NBA is just boring. I put the NBA on and I immediately scroll through my phone. It's too big lights. It's too many big lights. There's no grit to it. They've lost it. Right? There does need to be more physicality in the NBA, for sure. For sure. And especially with these guys. But here's the problem with the NBA. Again, everybody's chasing profit. You can track this down to the grassroots level. The reason why NBA players don't play as much and they get banged up is because by the time they get to the NBA, they've already completed 5 NBA seasons. By the time the average NBA gets to or actually more than 5 NBA seasons, by the time the average NBA player gets to the NBA, do you understand he's played basketball every season since like 6th grade? Like fall, winter, spring, nigga ain't had an off season. Because if he takes an off season, the guy next to him ain't taking an off season. So everybody's driven by this, and it's like it's manufactured like competitiveness. Because you don't need to do that. When I coach high school basketball, I remember sending an email out to the parents because we were getting a lot of injuries on our team. And so I remember sending an email out to the parents and going, hey, like, I need you guys' help to explain to your kids they need to take breaks. And I tell them, like, even with my own kid, she has to have an off season. It's non-negotiable, right? Because that's why there's so much wear and tear. There's so many people who could have made the NBA, but they didn't because they got injured in high school and this and that. And I'm not talking about just regular shit that used to happen. I'm talking about from the overabundance of AAU and traveling and game after game after game after game after game. Like, their body can't take it. And so then they get to the NBA. They did all the work that they did was before they got to the NBA. The purpose of getting to the NBA is getting that second contract. Once a nigga get that second, third contract, who gives a fuck? Like, these men are still competitive. They still want to win. Don't get me wrong. But the problem with the NBA is that everybody cares about profit. That's fundamentally the problem with the United States of America. We give too much fucks about profit. There are things that are part of the human experience that should have nothing to do with profit. And basketball is one of those. I tell my daughter this, listen, when you play basketball, ain't no gender. There's just hoopers and non-hoopers. So when I play one-on-one with my daughter, 11-0. 11-0. I got video. This video. Y'all can see it. Nah, no mercy. No mercy on her. All right. But that's my rant about the NBA, man. That's my rant. It's too much money in it, dog. They care too much about profit. Too much about profit. That's the problem with the NBA. All right. Love you guys. Bye.